so one of a kind. No, the way she moves to her own beat, she has the qualities of a queen. She's a queen. Ooh, ooh, what a natural beauty. No need no makeup to be a cutie. She's a queen. She's a queen. And when they ask what a good woman's made of, she's not afraid and ashamed of who she is. She's royal, yeah, so royal. And I need her in my life. I never knew anyone so one of a kind until the night that I seen her rise. My queen, so supreme. I can see it in her eyes, the way she smiles.
Welcome everyone to our salute to mothers. We want to say Happy Mother's Day to all mothers, living, past, mothers who mother other children, not necessarily from their loins, mothers who are looking for their children, mothers of mothers. Yes. Welcome to our Ntukuma Caribbean Freedom Fighters Salute to Mothers show. Children.
Mommy. Riley.
Super mom.
Mama mwe.
Ma, mama.
Mamacita.
As you know, as Africans, we do not start anything unless we have sought the permission of our elders. Today, 92-year-old Miss Alma is our elder who we are seeking permission from to go ahead with our show. Miss Alma.
Thank you.
92.
I am fully qualified to stamp my authority on these proceedings. I'm nearly 92 years old, a mother, a grandmother, a great-grandmother, adopted as mother by many of all age groups. The title of Mother of Holy Trinity was conferred on me by His Anglican Church in Barbados. Let the story be told. Permission granted.
Unmute. You're not hearing you.
Thank you very much. I was saying thank you, Miss Alma. As a pastor, you and I share that spiritual connect. I feel a sacred energy through your words of inspiration today. God bless you. I'm a poet, musician, journalist who works in education and the performing arts. And now I want to capture the context and the importance of celebrating mothers, which is valuing the importance of our mothers by knowing the importance of our own lives. Our mothers are priceless. In their influence, read the outcome of their children's nurturing growth and development in the physical, spiritual, emotional, moral, social, cultural, and economical well-being. Mother's presence is forever felt from giving birth in the essence of the umbilical cord. Mothers put natural words in our hearts and minds through which we can feel and think and discern the wisdom for survival. Mothers are like roots of the family tree, serving as the guide in how we preserve ourselves with dignity and integrity as a people. From ancient ancestors to our grand and great grandmothers. My mother always reminding me, best be kind and do something good for others, no matter what. Do right by everybody until there's a cause for concern. Our mothers continue to inspire and motivate. My salute to our mothers.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Mommy, thank you for loving me unconditionally.
Thank you for filling my tummy.
Mommy, you are the best doctor and lawyer.
Mothers are everything. They are teachers, they are cooks, they are a child's first caregivers. In this story, we see what happens when a little girl has to step in and fill the role normally reserved for mothers. Melissa was 6 years old when a strange pandemic raced through the world. People stopped going to parties. People stopped going to work, and Melissa had to stop going to school. She hated it. She missed her teacher, even though he was strict. She missed doing her lessons, even spelling, and spelling was so hard. The day before schools closed, teacher had told her to spell knife. She had spelt it N-I-F-E, and teacher made her stand in the corner. She had cried about it to mommy when she got home. So teacher never tell you the K is silent, mommy had asked. No, mommy, Melissa replied. What you mean it's silent? That's when a word has a letter you can't hear when you pronounce it, said mommy. So now you know. Let's go and look at some other words with silent letters. And just like that, Melissa learned to spell 5 new words with silent letters. She learned knob. She learned talk, she learned calf, she learned light, and she learned sandwich, which was a big word. But Melissa didn't mind because she loved ribbon sandwiches and mommy loved making them for her. Mommy worked in a big hotel. She made pastries, she called them hors d'oeuvres. Melissa loved hors d'oeuvres. She could eat them all day. But these days, Mommy hardly worked at all because only a few guests came to the hotel. And even though only a few guests came to the hotel, one of them still managed to make Mommy get sick. The man's supposed to be in quarantine and he just climbed down the back porch and come to breakfast suite, said Mommy to her friend on the phone. The man was sick and he made Mommy and 15 other workers at the hotel get sick. And now both Mommy and Melissa were sick, but Melissa never felt sick. But Mommy told her she couldn't leave the yard or else she would get other people sick. She couldn't visit Daddy or Granny, and she couldn't go to play with her friends. She hated being sick-ish. At first, Mommy seemed okay. Then she started to cough. Then she got a fever and couldn't leave her bed. She couldn't cook, so Daddy had to drop food over and leave it in the yard. Melissa would wave to him from the veranda, and after he turned the corner, she would pick it up and bring it inside. Mommy got worse and worse. On the third night, she started gasping for breath, and Melissa was terrified. Call 911, Mommy gasped, and then she went silent. Melissa grabbed the phone and made the call. 911, what is your emergency? The operator asked. My mommy is not breathing, said Melissa, trying not to cry. Okay, darling, where do you live? Monjaloo, in the greenhouse next to the Anglican church. Melissa had heard Mommy give that direction 1,000 times. All right, we'll send someone. The ambulance came within a few minutes. 2 people wearing odd-looking plastic suits that covered them from head to toe went into the house. They put Mommy on a stretcher and took her into the ambulance. What should we do with the little girl? She asked when she heard one of them asking. We can't leave her here by herself. I'm a big girl, said Melissa proudly. I'm 6 years old. The nurse laughed as he hooked Mommy to a machine. Don't worry, we'll take you with us, he said. Then you can see your mom when she gets better. Mommy did not look like she would get better. She was still gasping, and it scared Melissa. She started to pray. Dear God, please make Mommy better. I promise I will be a good girl. Just please make Mommy get better. The hospital was a scary place. Melissa and Mommy were the only 2 people in the COVID-19 ward. A nurse gave Melissa a coloring book, but there wasn't much else to do. Mommy was still very sick, so Melissa couldn't see her. All she did was worry and pray. Melissa had to wait a few days, but God came through for her in the end. One morning she woke up and Mommy was standing by her bed smiling at her. Mommy, Melissa shouted, I love you. Happy Mother's Day. It is Mother's Day, said Mommy. And I didn't make you a present, said Melissa a little sadly. Oh, but baby, you gave me the best present of all, said Mommy. You're the one who called 911. I don't know where I'd be if you hadn't done that. Melissa smiled. Thank you, God, for giving me my mommy back on Mother's Day, she whispered.